Hello everyone, this is Money Mom. Welcome to the channel. Today I want to chat with you guys about two biggest mistakes broke people make. Let's get started and talk about it. I first want to start with a disclaimer and something I want to say because it's really important. I think many times when you guys watch me on the channel, I hope that I reflect this, that I am not walking in anyone's shoes. It's personal finance and I'm not making any judgment towards others. This is something that I've noticed my entire life, some observations I've made, and I'd love to get your opinion, but I also don't want to judge others because I'm not walking a day in their shoes. So let me say that first. Now, the two biggest mistakes that I've noticed about broke people, and I'm going to tell you one, or actually I'm going to tell you a couple reasons why I think they make them. What I mean by broke, I don't mean that poverty. I mean people that just may not make enough money for the month, okay? And are always struggling, and they may always be behind bills. They also may have to pay late charges sometimes for things. I mean, it can happen. I've told you guys many times, yes, there's people that may not know how to manage their money, but I really do think many money problems is simply because people don't make enough money to pay their bills and have money for extra and also have money for emergencies. I really do think that. Many may disagree with that. This is what I've noticed about people that always complain about not having money and being broke. I notice as soon as they get their paycheck, instead of paying their bills, like when I first got paid all of my life, the very first thing I did was I paid my rent. I made sure my electricity was billed. Any bill that I had, I made sure those things were paid first. Then I would see how much I had left over. Now, back in the day when I was in my early 20s, I wasn't very good at saving, but I did always make sure to pay my bills. And I never was late on any bills, so that was positive. But many people that I've noticed, this is over the years since in my 20s, I'm in my late 50s now, I notice that many people that always are struggling with money is they don't really plan, okay? And so when they get their check, they don't say, okay, let's say they get 2 checks a month. I'm going to pay these bills out of this check. I'm going to pay these bills out of that check. Soon as they get their check, first thing they might do is go out to eat or go shopping and buy themselves some things. They want to enjoy the fruits of their labor. I know we've talked about this before. I totally understand that. I do believe people may want something to look forward to. Each of us look forward to something else. Some people are happy to stay at home and not spend money, but some folks enjoy maybe going out to eat every now and then or go shopping and maybe buy themselves a little something. I totally can understand that. But what I notice mostly about broke people, people that I've noticed over the years, is number one, they don't cover their 4 walls first. They pay for extras first. Then they see what they have left over and then they juggle their bills. Another thing is they simply don't put any money aside in savings. And this is why I think they do it, okay? This is the number one reason why I think many people do this. The reason why is because they've worked hard. Many people don't really enjoy their job. Work can be really stressful for many people. It could be for a variety of reasons. They may just not simply enjoy the work. They may feel overworked. It could be any reason why. Well, when they get paid, they want that reward. They want that dopamine. They want to be able to spend a little money and enjoy the fruits of their labor. And they think to themselves, well, gosh, you know what? I really deserve this. And I don't want to pay all my bills first because then I won't have anything left over for something fun. And so they figure they're not going to have enough money left for all of their bills and things they need anyway. So they might as well just enjoy a little bit of the fruits of their labor. I totally get it. I totally understand. The problem with this, just like a lot of things, it's a vicious cycle. And you end up getting behind on things, you end up juggling, and you end up paying all these late fees. It affects your credit. Of course, I can never give advice because I'm not a financial analyst. I'm merely giving my opinion from life experiences. But a tip from me would be to see if there's any bills that you could lower and if there's ways that you can make more money. And to make sure, yes, it's important to save, but for someone that's always juggling their bills and behind on their bills, to make sure that they actually have enough money to pay for all of their needs and their food first and make sure they've got something left over. Many people, if they were to figure out all of their bills and how much money they're making, I think there's many people that are actually in the red. And that's why they juggle their bills around. It's like they throw them up in the air and go, which one's getting paid? And then they're calling and saying, oh, can I have an extension on this? I don't know about you guys, but that would really stress me out. I love to spend money. I enjoy the fruits of my labor, but I will tell you this. I will go without any luxury, any fun way of spending money. My first thing that I do is I put money away in savings. That's number one. And I make sure all of my bills are saved. If I have leftover, I can spend it. But if I were to have a tighter month, which that comes up, well, I may not go out to eat that month. There's been plenty of birthdays and Christmases I take off. So I'm willing to do that because I like the peace of mind of making sure I've got money in savings for emergencies and paying my bills. Let me know what you guys think. Now remember in the comments below, no judgment because we're not walking in other people's shoes. It can be demoralizing not making a lot of money and not having anything left over. And I do understand wanting to enjoy the fruits of your labor, but there's got to be a better way so we can have a peace of mind, have some money in the bank, and be able to live our best life on a budget. That's all I have to say for now. I love you, I appreciate you, and I look forward to reading your comments. Bye-bye.